The hard truth about the New York Jets has been exposed on Hard Knocks. All that and more coming up in about 30 seconds.
Not all content is appropriate for listeners of all ages. Listener discretion is advised. He is a football fanatic. She is way smarter than he looks. You're listening to the #1 football show on the Heroes Media Group Network. It's the S3, and it starts now.
Here we go.
You're listening to the S3 with JD podcast. I'm the host, as always, JD. Along with me is Lady M. Lady M, how are you doing this evening?
I'm good.
I hate computers.
I know.
I hate computers. Oh, I rely on them so much for my work.
Jurassic Park line to hate you too? I feel like it's mutual.
God, it's terrible. What's up, everybody? As always, we are here on our Friday, typical Friday. NFL shows are on Friday, and college shows are on Saturdays heading into the football season and throughout the season. If you are watching on the Facebook and YouTube channels, type in hashtag live for watching live or hashtag replay if you're watching the replay. Also, make sure you both like and subscribe to the YouTube channel and leave a comment. Be nice, be mean. We really don't care. Before we do all that, let's give a shout out to our main sponsor, Heroes Media Group. Heroes Media Group is a digital media branding and publishing platform committed to providing a voice for our community heroes and those who support them. For more information, please go to www.heroesmediagroup.com. What's first?
Headlines and horrible jokes.
We warn you ahead of time. These are horrible jokes, but you're probably still going to use at least one of them. First headline, Patriots sign Ezekiel Elliott to a one-year deal to reportedly be the backup to Ramondre Stevenson. This was a dire need for the Patriots.
Yeah.
I mean, there's only two really big needs that the Patriots needed. If I could say needs a little bit more. They need a number one wide receiver. They really don't have a standout for that. And they needed a backup for, it can't be Harris. It can't be Harris. I mean, he's good for a down or two, but it wasn't going to be Harris. So Ezekiel Elliott.
Yeah, I'm kind of excited
Elliott.
to see where it's going to go. He better earn his paycheck.
E.T. reference. Moving on. Joke number 1. Why don't pirates shower before they walk the plank?
I don't know why.
They'll just wash up on shore. Headline number 2. Dak Prescott says camp fights show that we're nobody's little brother. Are you a fan of camp fights?
I understand the riled up state can lead to punches, but I would be more let's save it for the other team.
Why are there, this is my question, why are there way more fights just because two teams get together for practice than there is in an entire regular season game?
Right. Extended period of time.
And they're not even together for a fifth of the plays that they are facing each other in a game, but they're always fighting in practice.
So one place they've probably been allowed to get away with it. So
pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Dak Prescott says, quote, camp fights show that we're nobody's little brother. No, you are, because you haven't won anything in almost 30 years. So you're pretty much the entire league's little brother. They're America's team. Whatever. Did you hear they finally arrested the devil?
No.
Got him on possession. Headline number 3. Washington Commanders have named Sam Howell their starting quarterback. Jacoby Brissett will be the backup. Is this big news, or do you really care about Washington?
I mean, I don't have a feeling one way or the other, so I'm going to go with
They named him. Got to give it to Jacoby Brissett, though. He's kind of like the NFL journeyman. He is the modern day Nick Folk, I want to say, because Folk went from team to team to team to team to team.
Yeah.
To team to team to team. And Brissett's doing the same thing. So a lot of people are like, oh, Jacoby Brissett sucks. No, he's been in the league for 10 years. He's made millions of dollars.
Yeah.
Millions and millions of dollars. So, I mean, I don't know what your definition of sucks is, but I'm pretty sure you fit in that area. making millions of dollars is a bad thing. I'll take it right now. I'll tell you what, if you need a backup quarterback, you need somebody to play terribly, but still pay them like, let's say, like $200,000,
right,
with health coverage and everything.
right.
I'll come in and do it. It's going to be a lot of 5-yard passes and probably minimal touchdowns, if any, and a lot of interceptions. But
the ball just fly right by me. Like,
I'm just saying, like,
to catch that?
If the situation happened, no, it's not. Nothing's going to fly by anybody.
From the snap. I'm talking.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't even think I catch the ball from the snap.
I'm not going to get that. You see how big these defensive linemen are? You want me to dive for that ball? Are you serious right now?
Like, wasn't me.
Not going to happen. I'm only making $200,000. What do you want me to do for $200,000? Jeez, get out of here. All right, so, Lady M, my doctor finally gave me some great news the other day.
Oh?
Said I was going to have a disease named after me. Awesome. 2 thumbs up. All right. Headline number 4. Baltimore Ravens have signed Jadeveon Clowney to a 1-year deal. Clowney had a total of 2 sacks and 28 tackles last year with the Browns. Clowney was the number 1 overall pick in 2014 draft to Houston. I definitely did not live up to the hype.
No,
now he's a 30-year-old, and like if he gets, he'll probably get like 4 to 5 sacks this season.
Yeah.
His high in his career is 9.5 for a season.
Okay.
Not bad, not terrible. I mean, he'll do a better job than me. Again, $200,000. I'll play whatever position you want me to play. I'll miss a lot of tackles. Put me out there. I'll get injured on the first play. You didn't even snap the ball yet. What are you rolling on the ground for? I'm hurt, coach. Take me out. Take me out. All right. Final joke. A farmer walks into a barn and picks up a sheep. Walks back into the house and goes up to his wife. Says, "See, honey, this is the pig I've been sleeping with for the last year." Wife looks up and says, "You idiot, that's a sheep." Farmer says, "I was talking to the sheep." And that's
wrong.
Was hilarious. That was Headlines with Jokes. What's next?
First quarter, Hard Knocks exposes the Jets' biggest weakness.
The Jets once again suck. I'm actually enjoying Hard Knocks because I love seeing so they went out and they got this quarterback and they got awesome defense and they got some awesome receivers but then the truth comes out, pointed out by the head coach, our offensive line sucks.
Yeah.
Our offensive line sucks. Robert Saleh in a team meeting.
Work to do.
Yeah, he came out and said basically, he's like, look, I'm just paraphrasing him, of course, but he's like, I love watching the silent film because that's when like the flaws can really come out. And he goes, yeah, we've got a Hall of Fame quarterback. We've got 2 $10 million wide receivers. We've got the offensive rookie of the year. We've got one of the top defenses in the entire NFL. But our offensive line sucks.
Yeah.
And that's why we're 7-10 last year.
Yeah.
He's like, I need people to show up. And the first opportunity you had, you didn't show up. Now, they did go and play the Carolina Panthers.
Yeah.
And they shut them out like 20. Yeah. But look at who they were playing.
Yeah.
It's the Carolina Panthers. I'm just going to jump on real quick.
Well, but it's not even the Carolina Panthers normal season. We're still talking second string people trying to get a chance to be on the team.
Panthers just lost another game to the Jets or to the Giants.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
preseason.
How much are you really saying?
Pretty for them, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the Panthers put up 19 points.
When they come out into regular season, you're reading me what their team play thing is going to be. It's going to be the fucking gauntlet they're running as soon as they get to regular season games. Like, holy crap.
Like, yeah.
That's where we'll know if they have what it takes to.
Like, their offense, they've
got a beautiful setup. They got to work it.
They start the season with, like, the Bills. They've got the Patriots somewhere in there. I think the Niners are in there. The Eagles are in there.
The Cowboys were in there.
Cowboys. Like
a lot of the top guys, teams out there.
Yeah.
They have to play within that.
And it's not just top teams.
Their bye week.
It's not just top teams, but the teams that they're playing have stellar defenses. I would still probably put the Jets defense above any one of the teams that they're playing.
Yeah.
With the exception of maybe, I think I saw the Niners in there, so I'm not sure. Maybe not.
That sounds right. I just
Maybe.
remember hearing they're literally running the gauntlet.
But yeah,
for their first,
their first 5 or 6 weeks, like they could easily get out of there like 2-4. So here's the thing. Here's the funniest part, right? And we'll see this on next week's edition of Hard Knocks, I guarantee it. So they then went to this week. They're in joint practices with Tampa Bay.
Okay.
Yesterday, Aaron Rodgers reportedly was sacked 6 times.
Oh, he's not going to be happy about that. I'd be interested to see that show now that you mentioned it.
Today, they canceled the second day of practice between the two. Robert Saleh says it's because most fights happen on day 2. Then why do you even schedule a second day? They flew up there. It's not like they just crossed the street from Tampa, right?
They made such a big deal about having to do the second day of practice with the Panthers too, even though the Panthers weren't going to come out. So,
and
we're getting some mixed messages here a little bit.
Make no mistake about it. Robert Saleh canceled today's practice because the biggest flaw of that team is on camera.
Yeah.
And it's going to be televised next week.
Yeah.
He did not want to. I bet the owner came out and said, I do not want that film on TV next week of 2 days in a row of our team. Because it's all been hype. Aaron Rodgers is here. We're going to win the big game. You know, we got this guy. We got this guy. We got this guy.
Is them being unrealistic, because anytime you take a whole new group like that and throw them together, and the guys that have been on the team playing for a while and have rapport are going to be mixed up because a legend like Aaron Rodgers is there. They're going to play different.
They made like zero.
They have to accept it's going to be awkward and weird and not go right every time in the beginning. If they don't, they're setting themselves up for hard failure.
Oh, big time. But they made like zero. They went out and they changed like all the key players.
Yeah.
But a team, and I said this all the time, because when I was coaching semi-pro, they put me with the bigs. So I was doing offensive, defensive line, and I told them all the time, I said, this is the engine that runs the team.
Yeah. Yeah.
The team will go as far as you go. Their line sucks.
Yeah.
And Aaron Rodgers knew this, which is why he kept tagging his friend on Instagram, Bakhtiari, who was his center in Green Bay. And then the Packers came out today and said, we are not trading him to the Jets.
Yeah.
No. Rodgers knows his line sucks.
Yeah.
His offensive line is terrible. That is not an offensive line that is going to take the team to the playoffs. Absolutely terrible, and I am so happy to see it play out on television. Like it's not just a game that you can watch. I get to go back and watch episode after episode again. Let's watch number 2 again, where he says the offensive line completely sucks. Let's watch episode number 3 again, where they actually show again how much the line sucks. Like, they're terrible. They're horrible. I can't describe it any more than that. Last question, though, I do want to say about that, because there is a lot of skirmishes.
Yeah.
Should fighting be allowed in the NFL?
As a hockey fan, there's a huge part of me that wants to say yes. Like, let's have penalties
happen.
in a penalty box right on the side of the.
You could totally make this happen.
And just let him
like
a punchy sometimes.
If a corner goes against a wide receiver, 5-minute majors, bang, both of them in the boxes for 5 minutes. Guess what? You get to play without a receiver, and you get to play without a cornerback for 5 minutes. Oh, you lost your safety. The difference is, like in hockey, when the goalie gets it, the goalie doesn't go to the penalty box, right?
Right.
So if a quarterback gets you just pick another player to go serve the penalty for him.
Yeah.
You need another person, another player out there to serve that time. I love the idea. It's like in hockey when
a whole new interesting twist on the games.
When two players in hockey, if me and you are pissed at each other, we just drop the gloves. That's the sign. We're gonna fight.
Yeah.
Like, you agree, I agree. We're ready to fight, right? So in the NFL, will they wear helmets? Well, if they both take their helmets off, let them roll.
Right.
When they go down on the ground, fight's over.
Yeah.
Fight's over, and nobody can get in on it. Now, if you want to start the other fights, absolutely. Go ahead. Let them do it. The only difference is, like in hockey, you can only have 5 or 6 fights at once. Could you imagine 11 fights going at once?
Right. No, they would clear the bench in some cases because they do that already.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
happened a couple of times in games.
I'd pay
I've
to
been
see
watching,
that.
so.
That may be worth if they brought this rule into play. We may have to consider paying the absurd amount of money to YouTube
Right, to make sure we get to watch all the games.
I want to watch all the fights. Absolutely.
I'm a little surprised the XFL has not done it.
I need to send him an email.
That was their whole thing, right? That we're more extreme than the
Let
NFL.
me give The Rock a call. Let me give The Rock a call. He's a wrestler, right?
Their alley.
He fake fights for a living. Let's do it. Come on, bring it in. What's next?
Second quarter. Expectations from the Patriots preseason game 2 at Green Bay.
All right, so they're at Green Bay this week, right?
Okay.
I want to see, I don't even know who's going to play. I'd love to see some of the starters out there.
Yeah, it would be nice.
I want to see some fluidity in the offense. I want to see some points scored. Yeah. I don't care if it's from Mac Jones or from Malik Cunningham or from Zappy to whoever.
Somebody to get some.
I want to see some points. I want to see something that tells me this offense is moving forward. Because 9 points and the 1 touchdown scored on like a 14-yard scramble where you played against people that are going to be sitting in the stands.
Yeah.
I want to see some points put up. Is that too much to ask?
No, we should.
I don't think we're going to see Elliott.
It should be a bit of a slaughter, even with that being our second, third string guys playing.
Yeah.
Honestly.
I mean, I'm okay if we lose 32 to 24. Well, we got in the end zone a few times.
Yeah.
Let's build on that. But after this week, there's only one more preseason game before the regular season.
Yeah.
So you got to show me something, at least a hint. Give me like a
Get me
peek.
excited.
You know?
Get me excited.
And Belichick, he doesn't give away a damn thing.
That's true.
So they're probably still running plays from like last year's playbook. You know? It's like the Avengers cast where you don't know who got the right script.
Right.
Like for the people that matter, they get the actual playbook. For the people that don't matter, like you get the fake playbook, but if you make the team, we'll give you the real one.
Right.
Type thing. Maybe they're doing that.
Maybe they are.
Pulling a book out of Favreau. John Favreau's playbook. I'd love to see that. But yeah, no, I want to see some points scored. Like I don't think that's too much to ask. And again, I don't care who does it. And no matter who does it, it's not going to change my mind on who should be the starting quarterback, who should be the backup, or whatever.
I definitely want to see it look a little bit less like a spring training game. There was a certain amount of half-assedness.
Oh, yeah.
Is the only way I can describe it. And
doing interviews on the sidelines.
Yeah, you gotta. I know it's preseason. You got to put a little effort into it, especially these guys that are trying to get to play in the regular season.
Telling
you think they'd be out there fighting tooth and nail?
Ladies and gentlemen, the NFL regular season is fast approaching, and that means tailgate and watch parties. Make sure you call the ultimate Cover 3 for your favorite foods with El Diablo Borracho Hot Sauce. For more information, call them, check them out, call them out, go and give him a call. I'll give away his number. He's one of my friends. I'll definitely give it. Call him at any time. He's in New Orleans. Check out El Diablo Borracho Hot Sauce on Facebook at Diablo Borracho Hot Sauce.
The Thai sauce is really good with a little bit of soy and some burger guys.
I told him I was going to say this.
A whole lot of stuff, so.
I told him I was going to say this, but we white people the hell out of that sauce. More me than anything, but I put it on everything. I
like
put
mac and cheese.
Put it on noodles. Put it on mac and cheese. Put it on mac and tacos, and I put it on nuggets, burgers, fries.
Green beans. It's been in the sesame green beans.
Oh yeah, the sesame green beans.
It's been in my orange chicken recipe. It's good.
Like we did it all. He just hit me up today. We're getting the newest stuff on the way here pretty soon in the next week. So check out El Diablo Borracho Hot Sauce. 3 awesome flavors for you to check out and more. Hopefully in the future, man. He's a great cook.
Yeah,
he's a great cook. He's a Saints fan though. I mean,
well,
maybe
we'll forgive him.
There goes our one main sponsor. Make fun of my Saints. Whatever. Your fan base used to wear bags on their heads, which I loved, by the way. I don't know if you remember that, but growing up in New England, I had 2 favorite teams. I actually had two favorite teams because I didn't understand the definition of favorite. So I like the Patriots, obviously.
Yeah.
But I love the Saints because they're anytime they were on TV, you would see the bags on there. They would have paper bags on their heads with little eye holes.
I don't remember that at all. That's
Oh, yeah. Saints fans know what I'm talking about. Saints fans knows exactly what I am talking about. So that's El Diablo Bracho. Check them out. What's next?
Third quarter, Squirrel Trivia, Bill Belichick Edition.
All right. Are you ready
Probably
for
not.
another round of Squirrel Trivia? You are batting 300, which if you were in the majors, you would make millions of dollars for doing that. Okay. You are 3 out of 10. All right. These questions are not easy. There is no prep whatsoever for this, but they are multiple guess. All right. So, Number one, Bill Belichick was born on April 16th, 1952 in Nashville, Tennessee. Squirrel, which of the statements is false about Nashville?
Okay.
Is it A, Nashville has a full-scale replica of the Parthenon? Is it B, Nashville is the birthplace of Justin Timberlake? Is it C, Nashville's Batman building is the largest building not just in Nashville, but in the entire state of Tennessee? Or is it D, Nashville is the home of the Country Music Hall of Fame?
The last one I know is true. I think it's Justin Timberlake because I could have sworn he was Canadian. And now I don't know if that's even remotely close to right.
All right, you were right about the question about B being the answer. Totally right. He's from Memphis.
Oh, okay.
He is from Memphis.
I really straight up thought he was one of the Canadians.
He was put in the Memphis Music Hall of Fame. Like he did Tennessee whiskey with Chris Stapleton. Like, oh yeah, absolutely. 0 for 1. Moving on.
Wait,
next
did
one.
I get it? I was right. It was Justin Timberlake.
Oh, that's right. Oh God, I'm just so used to saying.
You want to buzz me out no matter what over here.
What do you? Okay, so 4 for 11. Here we go. Well, we're 1-0 today. 1-0 today. Bill Belichick was hired by the Patriots as their head coach January 27, 2000. What was the number one album in 2000? God. Was it A, Linkin Park's Hybrid Theory? B, Backstreet Boys' Black and Blue? C, Eminem's The Marshall Mathers LP? Or D, NSYNC's No Strings Attached?
Let's go with Linkin Park. That feels close.
They were actually all in the top 10.
Yeah.
It was Eminem.
Okay.
Number one selling album that year. All right. 1-1. Moving on. Bill Belichick has 3 NFL Coach of the Year awards. The last was in 2010. Squirrel, what television show debuted in 2010?
Debuted.
You're usually pretty good at the TV thing. Is it A, The Walking Dead? B, The Big Bang Theory? C, Rules of Engagement? Or D, Mad Men?
I think it is The Walking Dead. That feels pretty close. It was either
2010
or 2011. Answer? Yeah.
That is correct.
All right.
All the others were 2007.
I watched until they killed my number one, you do not kill this person, and then I couldn't get past it.
I've never
the last couple of seasons
seen a single episode of The Walking Dead.
It's the way you feel about horror. I don't think you'd like it very much.
But it's a TV show.
Yeah, but it's zombies.
I shoot zombies in video games.
It turns, like every zombie, anything ever, it starts out being about the zombies, and then it turns into people or the real monsters. Get Scooby-Doo on your ass. So that part.
Scooby-Doo on your ass. All right. We do love watching The Big Bang Theory, though.
Yes.
It's kind of like our daily thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very good. So 2-1.
2-1.
A winning record so far. Uh-oh. Number 4. In 2007, Bill Belichick was fined a record high $500,000 for Spygate, the largest fine ever imposed on a head coach in NFL history. Squirrel, what was the highest grossing domestic movie at the box office in 2007?
2007.
Is it A, Pirates of the Caribbean at World's End? B, Transformers? C, Spider-Man 3? Or D, Shrek the Third?
Spider-Man 3.
Wow, you are hot today. Absolutely. How'd you know right off the bat?
You want to break a box office? Put out a Spider-Man movie.
Really?
It's been true since the very first one with the Ewan McGregor.
What are like Spider-Man followers called? Are they like Spideys or
Toby?
What?
That is a good question. Webheads, maybe?
Webheads?
I
I like
idea.
it. That sounds like a good name for like if Spider-Man was in a rock band.
Right.
Webheads.
Spidey and the Webheads.
Spidey and the Webheads. We need to copyright that like ASAP. That's on 3-1. Guaranteed yourself a winning week.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Number 5, finally. Bill Belichick has 6 titles as the head coach of the Patriots. The last coming in February 3rd, 2019. Squirrel, who was the host band combination that following weekend for Saturday Night Live.
Oh, jeez.
2019. Is it A, Halsey as the host and Halsey as the singer? Is it B, Adam Sandler and Blink 182? C, Aquafina and Kanye West? Or was it D, Steve Carell and Lil Wayne?
Steve Carell and Lil Wayne?
It was Halsey and Halsey.
Who is Halsey?
What?
Yeah.
I don't listen to her that much, but she's pretty good. She's got a good voice. Yeah. She's not on my like classic rock list at all. Ever. You know, I'm not playing like drums to any of her songs. I don't play drums to any songs. I'm a really bad drummer. Like wicked bad. There's actually a drum set right on the other side of this. I kid you not. And I'm really bad at it. But I like it. It's fun for me.
Well, if there's enough time for you to practice, you get better.
And that's true, was Squirrel Trivia. What's next?
Fourth quarter. How bad will the Arizona Cardinals be this season?
All right, so we took a run at the Patriots. Both of us, we had different picks, but we finished with 11. 11 wins.
Yeah.
Probably on the high side, considering I think 8.5 is the over-under for the Patriots.
Okay.
Let's see the over-under. Should I tell you I'm going to tell you the over-under at the end.
Okay.
For the Cardinals. All right, week 1, they are at the Commanders. We just picked their starting quarterback. Win or loss?
That they don't have.
They don't have Kyler until
yet.
Probably about week 7.
They did not look good at practice.
This team sucks so bad. I just want to throw this out there. This team sucks so bad. They have 0 primetime games.
Yeah.
The NFL gave them 0.
Is that the Cardinals games. Or the Commanders?
The Cardinals.
Yeah.
I'll have to go back and look at it, but I'm pretty sure they got none.
They should be able to beat the Commanders, who are terrible, but I don't think they will. I think they're going to lose.
I think the Commanders are going to freaking destroy them.
Yeah.
In Washington, against a backup quarterback.
Yeah.
I think it's a loss. What do you got?
It's going to be ugly. I think it's going to be a loss.
All right. 1 L apiece. Next week, week 2, they are hosting the New York Football Giants.
But the Giants played really well last year, so they're going to.
We're talking about last year. We're talking about this year.
They're going to train.
This year, the Jets are freaking awesome, apparently.
They're going to run over the Cardinals like a train.
All right. I concur with that statement. I absolutely do concur with that statement. All right. So that's 0-2.
Yeah.
Next up, America's team. They are hosting, not the Patriots. I know what you're thinking, the real America's team. They're hosting the Cowboys.
So we've got history with them where they tend to underestimate the Cardinals and lose, but honestly, I don't think that's the way it's going to go this time. They're going to be coming down off of 2 pretty bad losses and be really demoralized, and they're still going to be stuck in there with their backup quarterback.
I think
they're going to lose, but it's going to be really bad.
There's no good spin that I can put on
54 to nothing bad.
Oh wow! Game. I don't know if I would go that bad. I'd give them at least a field goal, maybe a touchdown, because they do have James Conner.
Yeah.
I do like Connor. He's like the one bright spot.
Hopefully, because it's just soul crushing otherwise at that point.
0-3.
Not what I want to see.
0-3 is basically what we have on it, right? 0-3.
It's about to get worse.
Now, They go to San Francisco.
Yeah.
Awesome defense.
No, the Niners.
Brock Purdy.
Niners are gonna
Christian McCaffrey. Kittle. Like Aiken.
on the
Like
field. Yeah.
Ayuk, excuse me, not Aiken. 0 for 4. 0 and 4. Do you remember that Cardinals fan when we were at the Pats? He was coming in. He was just trying to like, I want to get up and punch him. Like, because when
the one that was just mouthing off
4-0, we're 4-0.
Yeah.
Hey, we're 4-0. He wouldn't shut up about it. 4-0. He comes right to in a Patriots bar.
Yeah.
He just walks in. 4-0 right here. We're 4-0. They finished with like what, 7 wins?
Yeah.
We were 4-0.
Yeah.
God, wonder where he's at now. He's in the back of his shower, curled up, crying.
He
right
rode
now.
that high while he got
4-0.
I'll give him that.
We're 4-0. That was their high because they just went down.
No, it really is. I don't think Cardinals fans get that ever. So he's probably literally drunk off his high there. But yeah.
All right, so 0 and 4. Now they host the Cincinnati Bengals.
The Bengals are a pretty decent team, so I still think
Bengals are a damn good team.
And if they come around the bend ready for vengeance at that point, they'll give the Bengals a little bit of a run for their money, but I still think the Bengals are going to win by quite.
Whatever you're taking, I want some of that. I absolutely want some of that because the Bengals are going to freaking destroy them.
Yeah.
The Bengals have probably one of the top 2 or 3 wide receiver groups in the NFL. They got Joe Mixon in the background. You got Joe Burrow at quarterback. I mean, this is a team that should be going into week 1 saying we should be at the championship.
A lot of games they're going to be murdered back to back.
Oh my God.
Maybe it's empathy for the poor team. That's playing all the fans. But the Bengals are definitely going to win. Like, that's not debatable.
No, it's terrible. Bengals going to win 0 for 5. Next up, could this be
their first win?
They're at the Rams in LA.
If they're going to have a chance against any of the teams we've talked about so far, it's going to be the Rams compared to everybody else.
I want to be so sympathetic to them.
Yeah, you want to give them the win.
I want to give them the win.
Is Kyler back by then? I don't think he is.
3, 4, 5. No, this is week 6.
I don't think he's back yet.
I'm thinking best case scenario, he's back the following week.
Between the absolute slaughter they're going to have leading up to that game and the fact that they don't have their kingpin back yet, the Rams probably will win. But I would like to give it to the Cardinals. But
do me a favor. I'll make this pick and I'll make my next pick while you Google Kyler Murray sports bra. Just Google it. Check that out. So that we both have them 0 and 6. Now they go to Seattle. We got a friend up there, Jackson Smith and Jigba. Well, I mean, I'm bigger friends with his brother. Met Jackson once. Cool kid, from what I've seen.
Yeah,
the ability to talk to him, shook his hand. So we're cheering for him. But I don't know. If Kyler's back, they have a shot. They tend to play well in Seattle, but it's the first week back, so I am giving them another loss. Did you see the picture?
I was not expecting an actual sports bra. I was expecting some kind of get up that could be mistaken for one.
No, it's a sports bra.
But not like a straight up.
Yeah.
I would go to the store and buy if they made them.
Does he look like he's ready to take charge of this team right now?
No.
Well, I mean, in fairness,
got time to get there.
First off,
he's got
put a shirt on. Second, we can understand if he's a little bit out of shape because he hasn't been able to run.
Yeah, he can't
be able to run.
Do this stuff. And one of the things that I've known a couple of people that were marathon runners for fun and that had injuries and had to stop, and they put on 50 pounds and they couldn't understand why. And
first off,
they don't stop.
Marathon runners for fun.
Right. I agree.
What?
But they don't. Your food drive stays the same when you're at that high level of activity, even though the activity stopped. And you cannot eat that if you're not burning it.
So that's what you're saying happened to Kyler?
I do think that's
partly. All right, I'll go with that.
Part
at
of the
Seahawks,
problem,
who you got, win or loss?
Oh, the Seahawks are going to win.
I'll say the Seahawks win. They started out 0 and 7. Next week, they host the Baltimore Ravens.
They can't beat the Ravens.
You're just coming around saying it.
Yeah.
There's no way.
There's-
Lamar Jackson's just going to
really-
run all over them.
Yeah.
Are we seriously saying they're going to start 0-8?
I mean, it's really feeling that way. The Rams are the only chance that I think they have in that whole lineup.
And you gave them a loss.
I'm pretty sure that's how it's going to go. I mean, they
All
don't
right.
have all the elements they need.
I'm right there with you. Right there with you. 0-8. We're 0-8.
We're going to have flaming dog shit left on our porch when the Cardinals fans
Wow,
do
we
this.
are going to be able to talk so much shit about them this year if they come out 0-8. Like fire the entire coaching staff.
But it is what it is.
I mean, if you don't have your starting quarterback, is it really your fault? Yeah.
Well, you should have. We've talked about this before on the show. Even I think there are two types of teams in football in my mind. There's our quarterback is awesome. We're going to wrap the whole team around the quarterback, and our team has to be able to function as a team and play very well together. And the Cardinals went full quarterback, and that cornerback is not healthy.
Yeah,
and now we're paying the price. They're going to pay.
Yeah.
They're paying for it.
Also, one thing I hate about the Cardinals, the majority of their wide receivers are like as tall as Kyler.
Yeah.
How do you have a really short freaking quarterback and really short wide receivers and 6'8" linemen?
Right. That they have to somehow see over to connect for throwing.
No wonder why he's running around all the damn time. He can't see shit.
Right.
I don't like it. They don't have any tall wide receivers.
Right.
I mean, they do, but they're not good.
Yeah.
Because they spent all their money and went out and got the little short, shifty, fast people.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. All right. 0-8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah.
Well, now they go to Cleveland.
Do the Browns still have Nick Chubb?
Yes.
And is Kyler going to be back that week? Because that's the only
more
thing
than likely, yes.
Okay.
Going up against probably one of the best running backs in the league, one of the top 2 or 3 running backs in the league. Plus, Deshaun Watson, I expect him to do a lot better than he did because last year he only played 6 games because he was suspended.
Right.
Only played 6 games, didn't really get to see too much from him.
If he let himself get like a chip on his shoulder and he's coming out with a point to prove, he'll definitely play different this season.
I think the Browns win this game.
I mean, yeah, even with Kyler back between Deshaun and Nick Chubb, I don't think.
9. We have them at 0-9. Like, we have lost all of our Arizona Cardinal fans by now. Like, we're going to start fresh and just not talk about them ever again.
Right.
Like, any followers that we had from here in Arizona live right down the street from us because we're not giving out our address now. Ever. What's going on outside? It's just a mob. Don't worry about it. I did a podcast. Don't worry about it. All right. Next, they host the Atlanta Falcons, the run-heavy Atlanta Falcons.
We might be in a little redemption arc here. If she didn't look ahead
at week 10, do we finally have redemption at week 10?
Because we've got Kyler back, and now we're going to be playing some second-string teams a little bit. I don't know. The Falcons are hit or miss. Sometimes they're just like the worst team you've ever seen, and other times they surprise you and slaughter somebody.
I saw the best team they ever had and the worst team they ever had in the same game.
Yeah.
Just so happens they were. Hey, Falcons fans, tell me again when you were up 28-3. That was awesome. Say that for me. 28-3. You were up, man. Totally up. 28-3. What happened though? All right.
The Falcons are, to me, they're one of the more unpredictable teams, so that's a little bit hard to guess. But there's a chance.
I would love for the Cardinals. I'm actually cheering for the Cardinals in this one. I'm giving them a win.
Okay.
They are not going to be the winless team this year.
No, they're not. They will get somewhere in there. It's going to take a minute, though.
Next week, they are at the Houston Texans, going up against rookie quarterback.
I think they can take the Texans.
You think they can take the Texans?
Not quite a
Yeah, I'll give them that one. I'll give them that one. I will give them that one. So they have now won 2 games in a row.
They have won 2 games in a row.
They're turning things around.
Riding a high. They got Kyler back.
And then they go, they have LA coming here. They have the Rams coming here.
And I think they can beat the Rams in this one.
We giving them 3 wins in a row?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. It's going to be a weird season, apparently.
I'll give them 3 wins.
9-3.
Yeah, I will absolutely give them 3 wins.
Yeah.
So they're 3-9 now. All right. Next, they go to Pittsburgh on December 3rd, by the way. Flying northeast
Into
to
the
Pittsburgh
cold.
against one of the top, if not the top defense in the entire NFL.
Oh, that's true. I always forget they have good D.
So it's going to be freezing.
They are not good offense.
Hard-hitting defense.
Yeah.
They're going to have an okay offense.
Yeah.
You got Pickett. You know, he's okay.
I think they might throw a cog in the wheel of the little wind train we have going on, though.
All right.
Because their defense is... They're not. The Cardinals aren't going to get past
that's
that.
a loss. That's a loss. We'll definitely go for a loss on that one. The following week, they come back here to the nice warm desert. Probably be like 65 degrees, maybe 70.
Yeah.
Perfect football weather here in the winter. The rest of you guys can suck it. They're hosting the San Francisco 49ers.
Oh, they're definitely going to lose that.
Yeah, they're going to lose that game.
There's not even a chance that'll go well.
They are not beating the San Francisco 49ers.
Or the next game will be worse.
All right, so they're still on 3 wins. Next, on Christmas Eve, they're going north to Chicago. Chicago, the Windy City.
I skipped right over them.
In December, Christmas Eve. Is it going to be a Merry Christmas? Chicago still is one of the worst teams in the league.
I think they
got a lot of promise.
I think they can take the Bears.
You think they can go north to one of the coldest spots in the entire...
It depends on how they feel about their 2 losses. If they're ready to take revenge
they're gonna
out
get
on
their
somebody,
ass kicked.
they're
gonna freeze their ass off and get kicked at the same time. Are you giving them a win? Stick to it.
Yeah, I'll give them that.
All right.
So I'm
you
saying
got to win
4
wins.
But you're saying
I know
3.
they're still at 3. There's no way in hell they're going up to freezing Chicago with the ground frozen, sticking their hands or trying to stick their hands into the ground, and they're going to chase down Justin Fields, probably the best running quarterback in the NFL at this point.
Yeah.
I mean, it's saying a lot, but he's not far. He's not far from it. No, it's not going to be a Merry Christmas. Now, it's not going to be a Merry Christmas. Will it be a good New Year's Eve as they travel to Philly?
Not a chance at all. That game's definitely going to be like 54-0.
But we have half our coaching staff for the Cardinals this year was on the Eagles last year. Don't we have that advantage? We know the Eagles.
If the Eagles play anything like they did last year, they can just fuck right off. The Cardinals are not going to have any chance in hell.
Biggest question is, are the Patriots going to beat the Eagles in week 1?
Well,
the Tom Brady game.
I'd prefer not to think about that. I'm pretty sure.
All right, let's stick with the Cardinals.
I'm pretty sure we both were honest.
So they have to go to Philly and get snowballs thrown at them like Santa Claus did.
Yeah.
I love Philly. I really do. Their fans are so full of hope, optimism.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys are good to your team. It's a beautiful thing to see.
Yeah. Sixers suck right now. They're terrible. Moving on. So that's a loss. That's an L for me.
That's a big L. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a big L. Seahawks to finish the season here. I still think final game of the season.
The Seahawks will win, though.
I'm giving them this win.
You are.
Because they usually beat Seahawks like once. For some reason. Doesn't matter how bad the Cardinals are.
Well, that's true.
How good the Seahawks are. No, let me change your mind. You are giving out.
I'm not. We're tied 4-4.
All right, 4-4. How is that possible?
But I'm saying I see your point.
All right. Maybe we can say hi to Jackson and have him sign our autograph.
Oh, yeah, we should try to go to that game.
If Canyon needs a place to stay, although I think Jackson still has a house out here, so he's probably not going to crash with us.
He can, though.
He totally can. Absolutely.
That's not a question.
I would give up our bed if he wanted to stay. I bet it's comfortable.
It is.
I'll sleep on the futon for a night. You can have the couch. It's just, the type of man that I am. Giving up our bed for a friend of mine. Awesome. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're a football fan living out here in the desert Southwest, that means one thing. Football starts freaking early. And the best way to wake up and get ready is with coffee from HMG Beverage. You can get your football started with great coffee by going to www.hmgbeverage.com. They also have some spirits. They got some gin, they got some bourbon, but it's only available like in the same state that Justin Timberlake was born in, which is
Tennessee.
Yeah, right. And I think Missouri as well. So what's next?
Overtime, JD's best bets.
All right, so best bets. I hate betting on preseason. You don't know who's playing.
Yeah.
You have no clue who's playing. But I'm gonna I went 1-2 last week. It would have been 2-1, but the Cardinals decided to freaking wake up with 1:34 left. Not only did they drive down to tie it, but they went for 2 to win it. With a minute, they didn't do a damn thing all game.
Right.
They put like the towel boy in at quarterback or something, and then they started playing good. And yeah, they ended up winning by 1 in 1:34.
That's very Cardinals way to play.
Oh yeah, it's awesome. All right, so I got 3 this week. I got the Lions +4 hosting Jacksonville. Okay. I got the Dolphins +2 at Houston. And I've got the Buccaneers +3.5 at the Jets. Suck it. I hate Jets.
I know you.
I hate them. I hate all New York teams. Like really bad. Like really, really bad.
That's fair.
All right.
You grew up with the fans. You get
Last words. Hey, we're giving away a jersey.
We are.
We are absolutely giving away a jersey. It's still in its package. This is a salute to service. Brand new. $200 Matthew Judon jersey, which would look great up there by Mac Jones. But because we're trying to rally the troops and get ready for the season and do something awesome for our followers, we are giving away that jersey. It's a 2XL.
Don't forget to sign up. Oh.
Yep. So you got to sign up. You got to go to www.coachdemers.com/jersey giveaway. That link will be on our Facebook page. It's also on the ticker, which I haven't actually been playing the entire time. So yeah, coachdemers.com/jersey giveaway. Where are you on that? Like, you should be tech support or something. I don't know. I just forgot to do it. I hate computers tonight.
I thought it was on purpose, so I didn't.
I totally hate computers right now.
That's okay.
This is so bad.
After what you went through with these microphones.
Oh my God.
Justified.
All right. So once again, make sure you check out Heroes Media Group, heroesmediagroup.com. HMG Beverage, just mentioned, hmgbeverage.com. And El Diablo Baracho Hot Sauce, Facebook. Their Spotify. Or Spotify? Not Spotify. That's for music, which is where you can also find our podcast. Their online shop is actually in the works right now, and you will be able to order as much as they can make. So make sure you stay posted on our Facebook page to check that out. So that's pretty much it. Tomorrow for college football, we're talking about the top 25, the AP poll, preseason poll that came out. Who should be in, who should not be in. There's a few teams on there that kind of surprised me, so we'll have to check them out and see if they stay or not. Until then, this is JD, Lady M, with the trivia question, with the answer to the trivia question I never asked. Steve Belichick. How many podcasts are mentioning Steve? Nobody mentions Steve.
Don't forget to like the show on social media and share it with your friends. Until next week, so long for the S3 and Heroes Media Group. Ready? Right.